Morning students. Today we will start the new chapter, that is electricity. So before starting electricity, we have to know about the electric charge. Electric charge. What is electric charge? It is a fundamental property of subatomic particles due to which one can exert an electrostatic force on another. So charge is the fundamental property of subatomic particle. So one term is coming, that is subatomic particles. Subatomic particles means what? First atom. It is the smallest part of the element which can take part in chemical reaction. Now atom consists of three particles, that is electron, proton and neutron, and these three particles, electron, proton and neutron, are called subatomic particles. These particles are called subatomic particles. So these three particles, electron, proton and neutron, are called subatomic particles. So out of these three, electron, proton and neutron, electron is negatively charged, proton is positively charged, and neutron is electrically neutral. That means neutron has no charge. So charge is the fundamental property of these two subatomic particles, electron and proton, due to which one subatomic particle can exert an electrostatic force on another subatomic particles. Explain it by taking two electrons as an example. Suppose when two electrons are brought closer to each other, they are negatively charged, means they have similar charge, so they repel each other by an electrostatic force F. So here the electrostatic force is repulsive in nature. Suppose one electron and one proton taking part in the interaction. In that case, electron is negatively charged and proton is positively charged. So electrostatic force exerted on each other is attractive in nature. So this is the electric charge, and SI unit of charge is coulomb. SI unit of charge is coulomb. Now, quantization of charge. Quantization of charge. It is actually the total charge contained in a body, and it is denoted by the formula Q is equal to Ne, where Q is the charge contained in a body. Charge contained in a body. N stands for number of electrons and E stands for charge of one electron. So charge of one electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now suppose a body is consisting of 1 coulomb of charge. A body is consisting of 1 coulomb of charge. We have to calculate how many electrons are there in the body. So for finding this, we are using this formula Q is equal to Ne. Here Q is 1 coulomb, N and charge of electron, as you know, it is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So from this relation we can easily find out the value of n. It is n equal to 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, that is 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power plus 19, it is 0.625 into 10 to the power 19, that is 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. So n is equal to 6.25 into 10 to the power 18. That means 1 coulomb of charge has 6.25 into 10 to the power 19 electrons. Now, next topic is electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential or simply potential. So, electrostatic potential means work done by bringing unit positive charge from infinity to a point. Work done by bringing unit positive charge from infinity to a point. Let us consider this one unit positive charge is kept at infinity, and you have to bring this charge from infinity to a particular point P. And if you bring the charge from infinity to a particular point, that means some amount of work is done because displacement is taking place, and this work done is considered as electrostatic potential. So SI unit of electrostatic potential is volt. SI unit is volt. Now, next topic is potential difference. Potential difference, that is work done by bringing unit positive charge from infinity to a point. Here the distance between 2 points is finite. Let us consider a point A is given, and at that point A, one unit positive charge is kept, and this positive charge is brought from A to B, and here the distance between these 2 points A and B is finite. So in that case, amount of work done is considered as a potential difference. So potential difference is equal to work done by charge transferred. Potential difference is denoted by V. V is equal to work done W by charge transferred Q. And this is the mathematical expression of potential difference. So, and its SI unit is same, that is volt, and instrument by which potential difference is measured, that is voltmeter. Voltmeter is the instrument by which potential difference is measured. Now, our next topic is drift velocity of electrons. Drift velocity of electron is our next topic. It is the minimum average velocity with which electrons are drifted from one end of a conductor to another. It is the minimum average velocity with which electrons are drifted from one end of a conductor to another. Let us consider it is a conductor. Obviously, it is made up of atoms, that means it has some electrons. So, within the conductor, electrons are showing haphazard motion, means random motion. Let us consider initially electrons are moving with the velocity u1, u2, u3 and un. So this u1, u2, u3 and un are the initial velocities of electrons. Now, an electrostatic force is applied, means it is connected to a battery. Then what has happened? Electron starts moving in a particular direction, and force is applied on the electron, and because of that, velocity of the electron is changed from u1 to v1, u2 to v2, u3 to v3 and un to vn, and an acceleration is also produced. So the force applied on it is F, that is F equal to ma. Here a is the acceleration produced on the electron. So a is equal to F by m. This is the acceleration produced in the electron. Now velocity is v1 is equal to u1 plus a t1, v2 is equal to u2 plus a t2. In this way, vn equal to un plus a tm. So average velocity is equal to v1 plus v2 plus v3 plus v4 plus vn by n. That is the average velocity, and this minimum average velocity is called drift velocity of electron. Drift velocity of electron. So it is like this. Vd stands for drift velocity. So v1 is equal to u1 plus a tau 1 plus u2 plus a tau 2 plus un plus a tau n divided by n. So Vd is equal to u1 plus u2 plus un by n plus a common tau 1 plus tau 2 plus tau n by n. We just make it separated, and this velocity is called average thermal velocity. This is called average thermal velocity, and average thermal velocity of electron is 0. So Vd is equal to 0. In the place of average thermal velocity, we write 0 plus a into tau bar t1 plus t2 plus tn by n, that is the average time, and it is called relaxation time. It is called relaxation time. So this is Vd equal to 0 plus a tau bar. We put the bar over here. So Vd is equal to a, value of a is also there, that is F by m into tau, and that is the expression for drift velocity of electron. So drift velocity of electron equal to F by m into tau.